Salutations, my Fallout lovers. It is Matty here today with a Fallout 4 discussion video. Today we are going to be talking about a topic that has been widely debated amongst the Fallout community, which is Far Harbor better than the base game of Fallout 4? It sounds crazy to say, right, that DLC could be potentially better than what Fallout 4 actually was. And I've seen this discussion come up for other games such as Dragon Age Origins. Once I heard people discussing whether or not Awakening was better than Origins, and my goodness, Dragon Age Origins, I just have to splurge about that game for a second because, oh my gosh, if you haven't played it, just go do it. Anyway, let's talk about Fallout 4 here. Is Far Harbor better than the base game? Now, my 2 cents is, in a sense, absolutely. The reason I say this is because of the fact that Fallout 4, before its launch, what I imagined I was getting was what Far Harbor is. I imagined choices with consequence. I imagined a focus on unique weapons and armor. I imagined a focus on exploration. I imagined a good story that would get the job done, leave me feeling satisfied, but not take away from what Bethesda Game Studios is truly very good at. That's what I imagined, and that's what Far Harbor, I personally felt, delivered. The base game of Fallout 4 had choice, but not too much consequence. The dialogue system wasn't really well thought out, in my opinion, until Far Harbor, where they added more description on what you were going to say, more options in conversation. It also had more skill checks. It had what a Fallout game is, and I think that's what's important about Far Harbor. It showed that Bethesda listened to the community and gave us what we wanted. And I think the general reception of Far Harbor speaks to how good it was. Now, mind you, I do know that there are technical issues on the PlayStation 4 where actually people are having to re-download it to get it fully working, but it's just seemed like a bad trend for Bethesda and PlayStation as of lately, which is a real shame. But regardless of the fact, I'm not going to downplay it. It's very annoying. I'm a PlayStation owner as well. I play Fallout 4 on the PlayStation from time to time, so don't get me wrong there. I'm not minimizing any issues, but overall, the reception for Far Harbor has been fantastic. People are like, this is the Bethesda we love. This is the Bethesda that gave us great role-playing games with tons of stuff to do that felt diversified, where I could come into a second playthrough and actually experience something brand new and be excited about that. While in Fallout 4, you can come in and you'd probably get everything done in one playthrough. You could maybe come back for a second playthrough just to see how different endings panned out, but for the most part, they were roughly the same, which I'm not trying to slam Fallout 4 because, like I've said, this is one of my favorite games I've played. I love Fallout 4, and I don't really hide that fact because I know a lot of people are cynical about the game and whatever. I think that's due mainly to the fact that it's such a big game. It's just kind of naturally going to happen. But regardless, I enjoy the game a lot, so don't take this as a slam to Fallout 4, but I think Far Harbor is more of what I love in a Fallout game. I think it was more of the traditional Bethesda as well, and that's what I want more going forward in both Fallout 4 DLC, but also Fallout and Elder Scrolls and any game Bethesda works on in general, is this type of consideration on choice, because I think people really let them have it, and I think they took it into account and got the job done. So me personally, at the end of this discussion, would I think that Far Harbor is better than Fallout 4? Yeah, I do. And it sounds weird to say because it's downloadable content, right? It sounds absolutely weird to say. I really like Fallout 4 a lot. I think it's a very fun video game, and I think it has a lot going for it. But I think what I truly love about Fallout takes place in Far Harbor. And I think that's what really hooked me in and got me making a second character and coming back to Far Harbor to try things out. So for me personally, that's my opinion. I don't think it's too far-fetched to say that because of how good it was in the sense of choice. It really wasn't an incredible role-playing experience, if I'm quite honest, but it was exactly what I wanted in a Fallout game, and it showed that Bethesda still has the potential to make a great RPG experience where we have choice, where what we do matters, where we have tons of focus on what we love. And so I'm hoping moving forward that's what we get more of. But regardless, I thought this would be an interesting discussion to have given the community debating on whether or not this is actually possible. For me, my 2 cents is, yeah, I mean, in a way it is, but if you still think Fallout 4, the base game, is better, you shouldn't be shamed for that idea at all because the base game is absolutely fantastic for its own reasons. I think Far Harbor kind of deviates from that and goes back to a more traditional experience. Regardless, I'm curious to hear your thoughts on this topic in the comments down below. As always, be sure to follow me on Twitter, like me on Facebook. The links are in the description. Check out TriggerBomb.com, the place by Bethesda fans for Bethesda fans. Other than that, stay sexy, stay active. I love you all. Peace.